The opposition United Workers' Party is calling for lower taxes in the face of higher prices and the looming specter of more rounds of global inflation because of Donald Trump's policies. It is one of their main criticisms of the coming budget.
We would expect to hear lesser taxes in the budget, but apparently that is not forthcoming. What is even more alarming, while it has appeared to be the norm or to be accepted, it is time that every St. Lucian understand that the price of fuel in St. Lucia today can really be categorized as being the government being extortioners. They are overcharging us for the price of fuel.
The Philip JP administration says that prudent fiscal management requires a balance of taxes and spending that encourages growth. In fact, the Prime Minister says that in the big picture, the current regime is working to make the island stronger.
When this government came into office in July 2021, 6 years ago, our country was in a dire state with unemployment growing and an economy in decline. COVID did not help, but our problems as a nation predate the pandemic. This year, 2024-2025, the St. Lucian economy has performed remarkably. Unemployment is below the double digits and the lowest in living memory.
Traditionally, the private sector has taken the side of the United Workers' Party. However, after a March 13 consultation between the private sector and the Prime Minister, it is clear that businesses don't think lowering taxes are the answer for St. Lucians. In fact, while they support trashing the 2.5% health and security levy, they think the government could take in more revenue by increasing the VAT to 15%.
The private sector has, for some time now, argued for the government not to introduce the health and security levy of 2.5% and instead simply increase VAT back to 15%. Once again, the Prime Minister said that when it comes to cabinet and is discussed, is something that for various reasons they will not look at.
The opposition is hoping that a call for lower taxes will rally support for them against the ruling party. However, neither major political party has the audacity to do what the International Monetary Fund has recommended, that St. Lucia needs to raise more tax revenue, not less, if it intends to meet its economic goals in a timely manner. The government that does the right thing is likely to get voted out. The political party that advocates for financial insanity is likely to attract support it didn't have before. Fortunately for St. Lucia, taxes are not likely to go up or down in the near future. The private sector does not want to upset the balance. Instead, they would rather lobby for their own interests, whether or not that creates a rift with their traditional political partner.
It does not look as if there's likely to be any increase in the VAT or any reduction in taxes. We would like to see VAT perhaps go back to 15%, the health and levy be eliminated, a reduction in corporate tax to 25%, and maybe a continued personal tax reform, which doesn't necessarily, with a top rate of 25%.
For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Sifflet.